Hi everybody. I will never tire of lipstick and powder. There's such a perfect, beautiful look you can create with just lipstick and powder. But now it's time for the Sephora sale. So this is the time to really get involved in purchasing something great for yourself, something that you've been craving and wanting. Take advantage of the sale. Like maybe it's a Dior blush or a Tom Ford eyeshadow quad. How about a BB cream from Creme, Anastasia Brow Wiz, and their bronzers or brow gels? Anything and everything is available at the Sephora sale. It's a time to treat yourself. It's a time to really take advantage of the sale, and it's coming soon.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I wanted to just come on today to talk to you about the upcoming Sephora sale, which is their spring sale, and it's coming up. I do believe it starts on Friday. I'm going to double check on the dates, but what I wanted to do is just come on and share with you what is on my wish want list for this sale. I don't have, well, let's clarify. I don't have anything that I need. No. Yeah, one thing. Okay, I take that back. One thing that I am in need of because I'm just at the very bottom. But a couple of things that I just thought I would share with you. Some products that I really like and I really, really feel like it's worth it during this sale. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I just want to say, if you're looking for a new blush, definitely check out the Dior blushes because they're really nice. They have great staying power, and I have a couple in my makeup stash that I really like, and one in particular is it's an older one. It's the Rosy Glow, and that's a really nice blush. And if you really, really want something a little bit more economical, fantastic blushes. Wherever you put these powder blushes, they stay, and that's the Tarte blushes. And the one in particular that I am really partial to is Exposed. It is a gorgeous, beautiful color. You can wear it all year round, and it's really a great one. So if you're in the market for looking for new blushes, I would have to say Tarte, and check out the Dior. Now, of course, there's just so many on the market, but those are the ones that I really like. Also, for the VIB sale, something that I usually always will purchase is the Anastasia Brow Gel. If you have brows that, you want them to stay in place and you don't want your pencil or powder, whatever you use, to fade away, this is really good. And I've tried just clear mascara, but it just doesn't quite do the trick as the Anastasia does. And one of the items that I do have to pick up that I am going to have to repurchase is my favorite. It is the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil. I use this all the time, and this is in the color Granite. And as you can see, my little spoolie broke off, but I am pretty much, it's just down to that much. That's it. That's what I have left. So this is a good time for me to pick that up. And also any of the fresh, I like the Sugar Lip Caramel, but it's a good time to pick up any lip product. Now, the one product that I always pick up during the sale is the Dior Creme de Rose Lip Plumping Balm, and I'm just going to tell you, I did a video on just nothing but lips, and I'm going to put it up either today or tomorrow, and I talk about that and the Laneige. So if you're looking for new lip balm masks that you can use for night to really heal those dry, chapped lips, and even though, we're coming out of winter and we're into spring, your lips still get chafed. The wind, out in the sun, and I love using a good balm at night. And my face, it really does make your lips feel moistened, hydrated, and plump when you get up in the morning. I've been using it for a long time, and I usually always purchase it during the sale. Also, Laneige, now that's $30, and the Laneige Sleeping Lip Mask is new to me since about last fall, and I've used it faithfully, alternating it with that and my Dior. And you know, I almost have to say I like it just a smidgen teeny bit better because it's a little bit lighter feeling. And if I don't know, I just alternate them. I love them both. So the Laneige is $20 and the Dior is $30. And I'm not comparing apples to apples here because I'm not quite sure what's packaged in the little tubing because I haven't looked, but they both last a long time and I get great results using that at night. So I think that's a good product to pick up during the sale. Also, if you are looking for a eyeshadow palette, something that you really want to splurge on and that you've been wanting or whatever, one of the things to look at are the Tom Ford eye palettes. Now, if you can't get the palettes or the product at the store, or you don't have the means to get to a Sephora store, then these products are online. And it'll indicate, you know, if it's not, but I really wanted the Tom Ford Cocoa Quad eyeshadow palette and just always just tucked myself out of it. I just did. But it is a palette that is absolutely strikingly beautiful. And I bought the palette in the, it's called the Cocoa Mirage. And these are my colors, and these are absolutely beautiful. These powders are so buttery, blendable. I can't say enough about them. I use this palette a lot. It's my color wheel. They have some other quads that have, you know, beautiful colors in them too, but I waited until the sale, and that's when I purchased it, and it's just a very favorite. So, I mean, take advantage of the sale because, you know, it's not every day that you can get this reduction, and it's just one of those things. If that's the only thing that you purchase and you've been saving for it, and, you know, it's hard to justify, like, well, I think it's too expensive for an eyeshadow because I don't have to spend that much, but it's just one of those shadows that you're going to get a lot of use out of and you're going to love, and I don't think you'll be disappointed in it. Another is the Clinique BB Cream. I think this is a great time to pick up one or two of these. These are kind of hard to find, and if they don't have it in store, you can order it online because I have been able to do that. And but it's getting harder and harder to find. So last time I picked this up, Sephora did not have it. And I ended up, what did I end up doing? I ended up ordering it online. So that's a great thing. And also, if you've never tried, especially if you have really oily skin, Blotterazzi. This is by, I believe these are by Beauty Blender. Let me see. Yeah, Beauty Blender. These are called Blotterazzis, and this is a great thing. It has a sweet little mirror and these little sponges, and instead of using blotting tissues, you just use the sponges and blot away, and then put it back in this little carrying case, which is really, really nifty and handy. And then there's a couple of extra sponges in here with a little plastic covering so that the one that you're using doesn't get on the clean one. And you can wash these. So use the Beauty Blender soap to wash them with, or whatever mild soap you use for your brushes, and dry it off, put it back in your case, put it in your purse, and it's great, 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 especially if you have oily skin. They really, really work. So that's another great thing to pick up for the sale. And also, the this is the time to pick up any of the roller or spray perfumes, because it just gives you an opportunity to check out a new scent in a smaller version, or if you've been eyeing one for a while and waiting for the sale, this is a great time to do it. And also, oh, there was something else. What was it? I mean, there's just so much, but these are the things that I think it's a good time to just stock up. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. If you haven't tried that, I would recommend that you try it, and the sale is a good time to get it. I love that primer. Love it. I wear it every day, even if I'm only putting powder on for the day. I love the way it makes my skin feel. And it's just a great primer. Now, I'm going to make a confession also that I have looked into Tatasha primer. It is totally sold out. I have seen nothing but fantastic reviews on it. And I am on the waiting list for it to come back on the market. And I've just heard great things about the primer, that it really, really fills in your pores. Now, if you're a person that you don't have large pores, or you don't have to worry about that, then it might not be something you want to try. But I've always been in search of a really, really good primer that really does what it's supposed to do. And so I'm on a waiting list to try it. I don't know if it'll replace the Hourglass Mineral Veil, but we're going to check it out when we get it, because just because I find something that I really, really like, I want to be faithful to its use. But I also think that if I can and I budget for it, then I can try something else, because that's how you end up switching products. But I haven't switched since I started using that primer, and I really do like it. So this next is what's on my wish list for this sale. And also, just let me say, this is a good time if you're interested in trying a new mascara. This is a great time to, you know, make a purchase of maybe one or two different types. It just depends on what your list is. And I tend to also, during the sale, pick up a good nail polish. And what I mean good by, I love Marc Jacob nail polishes. I picked up a couple of fall, winter nail polishes from Tom Ford. They're great polishes. You know, they're more expensive than drugstore polishes, and I think they give you a different result and a different look. And so the sale's a good time to do that if that's your desire. But what I'm going to be looking at, not necessarily what I'm going to be purchasing, because like I said, don't need anything, just a want. I'm going to definitely purchase my Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil, because that's the time when I'll probably pick up two. Use it every day, so I know it's going to go to waste. No, it's not. I'm going to get I use the Hourglass foundation stick, Vanishing Foundation Stick. I love it. It's a great foundation. I've talked about it before. And they have a brush. Now, I don't like using it with a sponge, and I do use my makeup brush for foundations that I have. But I think I'm going to really look at maybe purchasing the brush that goes with it, because when I purchased that foundation stick, it just makes your skin feel like new skin, honestly. The color I got is a little bit too light, especially coming into summer and spring. It's just a little bit too light, but I always just kind of bronze it up with a little bit of my Chanel Soleil de Tan, and it just really puts that little bit of you know, sun glow on your face, and just kind of adds the color that I want. But I think what I'm going to do is look at the actual foundation sticks again in a little the next shade, because it's just a little bit too white. Now, I make it work for me, but you know, we'll see. But anyways, on my list to look at is the foundation brush. Also, I'm just going to check it out, because I did look at the Dior Creme de Rose. It's out everywhere. like I said, I've checked Macy's, Neiman's, Dior, Sephora, but maybe during the sale it'll be back in stock. So we'll see. And if it is, that's the time I'll pick that up. Let's see. I'm going to look at the Dior Nude Air Luminizer Powder in pink, not in the golden. Now, I use the Chanel. Talk about this all the time. Of course, Chanel's not part of this sale, but this is the one that I just use. It's a beautiful kind of rosy gold, champagne-y, just gorgeous highlighter. And I'm a highlighter junkie, because I think adding highlighter to your skin really can soup it up and give it that nice, pretty glow. And it doesn't have to be an expensive highlighter. It just has to be the right color, and it has to have that. I don't like anything chunky or real high glossy, but I'll tell you another great drugstore one. I'm just going to slip this in here now because it's really nice. It's the Maybelline Master Chrome, and if I can get it open. Now, it's a little bit darker pink. I have it on today. As you can see, it's soft, it's pretty. Yeah. So I'm just a highlighter junkie. I like different colors of highlighter because I think that highlighters do a tremendous, I'm just going to dab that on. They just do a tremendous, I want to say it's kind of like a little hack for your skin, where it makes your skin glowy and look pretty. And oh, look at that. It's so pretty. I have even taken the highlighter and tapped it on my eyelids sometimes, just to put that little bit of, sheen to it. Okay, getting off track. Back to the Sephora sale. So sorry. I have my notes here on my iPad, so I'm looking at it. So, as I said, the Dior Nude Air Luminizer Powder in the pink. And I'm going to look at the, Pat McGrath Sublime Bronze Ambition eyeshadow palette. Now, I did a little video on my makeup room where I get ready, my vanity and all, but I didn't really show you the storage of my makeup and how I store it and keep it, and I'm going to do a video on that. And along those lines, I will be cleaning out my drawers, and I do hand off some of my shadows and blushes to my close friends and family. And so I have a few that I don't use, and necessarily because it may not, it just sometimes my eyes are super sensitive to a palette, and maybe I've had it and used it once or twice and my eyes get irritated. Well, sometimes it's hard to figure out, is it the allergies outside? Is it the eyeshadow palette? I lay off, I try another palette, I'm good, I go back to it. I have, my eyes get itchy and watery, and so sometimes I can make that connection, put two and two together, it's the eyeshadow palette. And so I have some that I'll be passing on. So I'm going to look at this particular palette because it looks absolutely stunning online. It looks gorgeous and beautiful, and it does look okay. Yeah, it's the colors that I love, but a little bit different, and has a little bit of an edge for me anyways, because a little more, I have to be, I'm a matte person, like the mattes, because I have to. I'm older, come on, admit it. I have not hooded eyelids, but I have saggy, baggy eyelids, and I do try to take care of my skin and treat it. But okay, I'm getting off the subject. Jeez Louise, Marianne. Okay, so I'm going to look at that, and that that runs at $56, and also the Dior Nude Air Luminizer Powder runs at $56. That's why I'm saying, these things they're expensive, but this is a time to do it during the sale, and I just save and budget for it because you just have to live like that. And if you don't, you really need to consider living like that. And I'm going to make a purchase for the Nest Apricot Tea Candle. I think the single wicks, I tend to like those in different areas better, but I may make a purchase for that one in the large. I've pretty much been burning down my Italian tangerine, so I don't know which flavoring, but Nest is a great candle. And then I already talked about the Brow Wiz granite, so that's kind of really it for me, because I'm not going to purchase all of these, but even making a purchase for 2 or 3 items is pretty much going to put me at what I've saved and what I can do for this sale. So, but you know, I have to admit, sometimes I do tend to get sucked in and go down a path where, oh, wasn't even considering this. So I just tell myself, and sometimes I write it on my notepad, you know, I do not need any nail polish. I do not need any hair products. I do not need, so that I remember, stay focused, you know, like you got those side things on that horses wear. But one other I'm going to look at, but I'm not sure I'm going to actually make a purchase, is I'm going to look at another Tom Ford lipstick. Oh boy, that's a treat. This isn't it, but this is Amore Shine by Milani, and I just got this not too long ago, and I have been wearing it quite a bit, and I really love the color, and feels good. It's not sticky. I mean, really, I need to talk about this because it's really a good product. So that's it. That's it for what I'm going to do for the sale, and I hope I gave you a couple of suggestions. Oh, one more I wanted to talk about. Didn't have it in my notes. I don't need it, but if you are in search of a great, and I don't mean just mediocre or good, I mean a great eyelash curler, really check into, this is a Surratt. And I don't really want to tell you something that isn't true, but I haven't checked to see if this is on Sephora, because I've had this for a long time and I can't remember. Did I get it at Nordstrom or did I get it at Sephora? If I got it at Sephora online, then this is a good time to get it. I have tiny eyelashes. I mean tiny. They're just straight, not thick, thin, little tinies. So I always have to curl my eyelashes, but I do use Lash Boost by Rodan and Fields, and that's just been a huge boost to my eyelashes. But this, I don't know what it is about this eyelash curler. It comes with a couple of extra rubber tips, and I'm not kidding you. I just changed it out, and it's been over 2 years because it cleans so well, and there's no pinching. No pinching with this eyelash curler. This is the best eyelash curler I've ever purchased, and I've purchased a lot because either the spring breaks or they don't last, but it's something about this angle that your lashes just, okay, I got mascara on. Oh, my lashes are kind of long. They don't want to go in there. But anyways, I am going to just crimp it down. There's just, it's just an ease. It's just you clamp your eyelashes and it just curls them beautifully. And this is what I'm saying. If you have short, stumpy lashes and you curl your eyelashes and this part curls and then this is straight because it doesn't fit in, there's something about the design of this particular eyelash curler that it just forms in that groove of your eye, and all your eyelashes go in there, and it's just, it's beautiful. I love it. It's worth it. It's worth it. And I want to say it's like 30 some, maybe 35, but it is worth every single penny. So that might be another thing you can look at. So I hope I gave you some suggestions. Hope you have a great time. If you're going to go to the sale, just shop around in Sephora. And if you can't and you just do it online, that's great too. Take advantage of it and be mindful of what you spend. And until next time, be kind, be humble, and age gracefully.